Okay, this is our first mod spotlight video. As you can see, it's underground bunkers. But I mean, first of all, I'm here with Danny. He's in
Hello,
New York still at the moment,
I am.
so we're doing this in more of a guerrilla fashion, I guess. But anyway, this is a little village which I've spawned into. Um, it's kind of cool.
So
Blocks are
what's
nice
this
and
mod
everything.
called?
This
This
is this
mod
is
is called.
underground bunkers. Basically, it adds some new blocks, which are pretty much indestructible. So this village is nice, well built. But then creepers attack. Oh, the
Are you
creepers kind of
placing these creepers?
maybe. So yeah, creepers are destroying this village, as you can see, and all that
Well,
hard work.
the villagers don't seem too
They
scared,
don't
do
seem too
they?
bothered, do they?
And what's that villager doing, wearing a robe?
It must be a science villager.
That's not very fashionable.
It's a science
He
villager.
looks a little bit.
But yeah, these creatures aren't really working for me, so I'm just going to throw them all down. You get the idea, it destroys everything, and it's not very fun.
Do
So
they? I
what
didn't
this
know creepers blew up and
so
destroyed things.
what this does, well, it actually adds mainly a new ore, which I'll just get out in just a second.
Take your time, Andre. Take your time.
I'll take my time. It's cool. So it adds a new ore called purpurium. I think it's purpurium ore. Oh, I've also got too many items on as well because it kind of helps with this. So
So you're
that's the new
easy.
ore. That's the new ore. Kind of looks like coal. It spawns like coal as well, as you'll see in just a second. I've just gone
It
down.
looks silver.
It spawns on like quite a low level.
Wait, did you make this ladder?
I did make this ladder, yes.
Okay.
I went to go and find some ore just to see how much of it actually
Tabasco would be
spawns.
proud of this ladder, I have to say. The length of the ladder is just something to be, admired.
Now, it does spawn a lot, and I think that is a little bit of an issue at this stage.
So
Um,
it spawns too much.
I do think it spawns a bit too much, and I think I'll show you in a minute. So I've just got myself a golden pickaxe as well, and it hits through this stuff really quick. It's kind of like coal, I guess, in spawn amount, how much it spawns
Right.
in the map. So there's lots of it here, like really lots of it, and at the moment it's a little bit overpowered. Um,
Okay. Can you make armor from it?
no, you can't make armor from it. I don't believe right
Can you
now.
make tools from it?
No, you can't make tools from it, no. I'll show
Can
you
you make
exactly what you
houses
can
from it?
make. Technically, yes, you can make houses from it, and I'll show you in a second
Okay.
exactly what that does.
So what we need to do is we need to get our email client open and email the developer to tell them that it spawns too much.
It spawns far too much. Um, Look at all this. This is crazy. There's
There
loads
is a
of
lot.
it.
Maybe you just happen to find
Maybe I just happened to find a vein
spot.
of purpurium. It's probably the only vein in the whole map, and I just stumbled across it. But basically, yeah. So I'm just gonna head back here
I
now.
like the name of it. I
Purpurium,
wish
because
my
it's
name
purple.
wasn't that, it was Papyrium instead.
But I got 47 from that. 47. So I'm just gonna try and get out of here now. Skip
So
that.
this mod only has Papyrium, right?
Pretty much, but it does add other blocks, which you can craft. Now it adds the tunneler, the wheat farmer, and the tree farm. To make these, you just put purpurium ingots, which you just get that ore up. Put some gold below it, and you can put iron tools in there. So iron hoe, pickaxe, and axe. Each of these will create a different spawner. I guess it's called a spawner. I guess you could
A
call it
wheat farmer.
a tunneler, and my favorite actually, the tree farmer. For bad reasons. Actually, I like that one. So, and I'll just show you what these do exactly. So these farms, they're quite cool, but they're kind of vulnerable to
You'd
attack.
better not touch my farms. I've built these and I've spent ages making these farms.
They're quite vulnerable to attack. So we just spawn a nice big one in like this.
What's that?
That is what the wheat farm spawner does. And the good thing about these bricks is what I'll show you, and this is also the reason why I think it's a bit overpowered at this current time, and the fact that you could make that entire building with just like 7 Papyrium ore ingots,
Really?
a piece of gold, and a, was it a hoe? A hoe, yeah. And yeah, that's pretty crazy. So I'll show you that this is actually completely indestructible from all forms of attack other than...
So what's the outside? Is it iron?
It's reinforced steel. Completely indestructible to explosions. So that's why it's kind of a bit of a at the moment. Well, kind of indestructible. It still destroyed all our crops. But you get the idea. It's pretty...
Oh, it's destroyed the crops.
It's
through
destroyed the
wall.
crops inside the wall.
Now
somehow.
that's very unrealistic, isn't it?
It could be a shockwave, you know?
A shockwave.
But the wall itself is intact, so that's the main thing. That's the main thing. But there are 2 more of these.
I personally think there's like a little bunny rabbit or something hidden inside eating the crops.
Yeah, it's probably like got some sort of infestation of some sort of pest or something, you know.
But I'm just wondering how a TNT couldn't destroy these blocks, but a pick can.
I don't know, a golden pick by any means.
Can you destroy it with a wooden pick?
I don't know, maybe. Possibly. I mean,
That's
golden
something
picks are
for you to
practically
try
as...
next time you tinker with this little thing.
But I mean, to be honest, you can actually craft these blocks as well. But anyway, here's some glass. Obviously, it's pretty crappy glass. I completely forgot to show how to make this glass, so I'll show you that in a minute. I'll just put that over the edit. But this is a reinforced glass. That's how to make it. Basically, it's like, you know, explosive resistant glass. Not as explosive
Bulletproof
resistant.
glass.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
if I
if
put,
Justin Bieber was to play Minecraft, he would need this bulletproof glass.
he would need this reinforced bulletproof glass.
Because let's face it, he would probably get attacked from creepers, people shooting him. He would just get nuked, wouldn't he?
Basically, if the TNT is right next to it, it'll still break it. But if it's 1 block away, it's fine. Creepers don't affect it at all, so it's completely creeper proof. But that's the reinforced glass for you. So the Papyrium does make quite a few things, quite a few indestructible blocks, which is good for it's good if you're trying to make stronger materials, because otherwise you're just stuck with obsidian. It's kind of boring. This is the... Is this the tree farm? No, this is the tunneler. This is the tunneler.
Right.
Basically, it creates tunnels. Kind of like World Edit. It just creates a tunnel. And you can just keep using them and using them. I think you can reuse them as well. I'm not sure. No, it did consume it, I think. I think it did consume it, but... Again, indestructible. But the fact that you can put together loads of these bricks just with so few materials, I think they should be a bit harder to make. They're a bit easy to make right now.
Is this mod multiplayer as well?
He is working on multiplayer, supposedly. I think it'd be kind of cool in multiplayer, but at the same time, I think it would be overshadowed by other mods like World Edit at the moment. But it does add it adds nicer blocks, I think, in terms of like different blocks than just obsidian. If you want to bulletproof your home, it makes also making sort of iron buildings a bit more legitimate. You know, you can't really do it otherwise. It's how you craft those reinforced steel blocks, though. Obviously, you might as well just use all the Papyrium ingots and just mine away the blocks, because 8 blocks for all that iron isn't really worth it.
So basically, if you want to make a wall around your village or your house, you use this stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, you can just spawn in a building and then just knock down all the walls and use them and rebuild something else. So it's the tree farmer.
Do you think this mod is worthwhile trying?
At the moment, it is a little bit broken, but it is a little bit of a nice addition in terms of...
So does it just like, you put the block down and then after 5 seconds it just grows this thing?
No, you have to right click it. That one took a bit longer because it takes a bit of time to spawn into the world. But yeah, this is the tree farm. It's a bit bigger. To be honest, I probably wouldn't use this as a tree farm. I'd just take away all the trees and use it as a room, you know.
But that defeats the purpose of the tree farm.
But you don't need the tree farm. It's just
You
so
might need the
useless.
tree.
So let's just grow these trees up. It's not high enough to make big trees. Just these small ones. But I mean, if you're stuck underground, you know, it'll spawn underground and mine away the bricks and things.
So
So
if you're playing Minecraft, why would you download this mod?
I think just for the blocks, adding greater durability and having a bit more variety than just obsidian. I think that's what it's most useful for.
Right, but if you only want the blocks, you don't want this spawning thing, what improvements need to be made?
Well, these spawners, they should be much harder to make. They should, you know, they need more iron to make each of these spawners. Maybe instead of iron ingots or papyrus ingots, it takes papyrus blocks or something that, you know, needs 9 blocks per block or something, 9 ingots per block or something like that. Just to mean you have to go and mine a lot more of this. Maybe make the papyrus a lot rarer, maybe like diamond or something. And then you've got, you know, a bit more to it. So but right now I'm making a sandbag. You can make sand just out of paper and sand here, and you get sandbags. These work
And
in
what's the
pretty
purpose of
much
that?
they work in pretty much the same way as as uh, the reinforced steel or the glass. However, they're gravity based, so they actually fall like sand. So you
Right.
can use them a bit differently.
Now, my opinion of this, if it didn't have the spawners, I think it would be a great mod.
Yeah, I think the spawners are far too easy to
I think
make.
if it didn't have the spawners at all, it only had the materials, it could be a potential great mod to have the reinforced glass and the reinforced.
Yeah, because
Um,
you can really proof your houses, can't you? So it's completely
yeah, I
indestructible
just
there.
think the spawner is a bit.
Overpowered.
Well, I think it takes away the realism of Minecraft. Let's face it,
Realism.
Minecraft is extremely real, you
It's
know.
realistic, yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
it
it's
destroyed the
like
top one.
it's like the developers of Minecraft suddenly saying, you know what? Let's make it so if you combine sand with iron, you can make a spawner which makes a cactus farm. It
Well,
would just ruin the game,
that's
wouldn't it?
totally true. That should be put in to the game.
You know?
It's a pop-up cactus
So I
farm.
personally think there should be a version of this mod where you can't have the spawners.
That might be quite useful, yeah. Well, you
I'd
don't have to use
prefer
the
it.
spawners, I guess, right now. You don't have to use them, do you?
Yeah, but I'd just prefer if the spawners weren't there.
It does help, actually. In fact, this could help making, you know, those portally type maps, you know, with the iron bricks and stuff.
Yeah.
You can make those
So
portally
is
like
that the
maps.
only materials? The reinforced glass, the
You also
sand.
get one more material, which is a bunker lamp. I think it's called a bunker lamp, which I'll be making in just a second. But I find it probably the most useless thing in this mod, um, for reasons
So I
I'll
guess
show when I
this is best
create them.
used underground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more of it's like a
If
mining
you're
tool, really.
Yeah, if you're in like caves and things and you're mining stuff and you want a safe place to sleep for the night, you'd just spawn one of these camps, I guess.
So I'm just making a lamp now. This is how you make the lamps, which is it takes far too many materials, for what it actually is. 4 glowstone, a piece of glass, and 4 papyrus ingots for practically 8 retextured glowstone. It just seems to act in just the same way as glowstone.
But is
Um,
it reinforced?
it might be. It might be. I didn't actually check that, actually. It could
You
possibly be.
didn't test it, Andre.
I didn't
Oh,
test
I
that.
am disappointed in you.
Oh no. It could possibly be reinforced.
These might be reinforced bunker lamps, hence the name bunker lamp.
But they are pretty much just glowstone, you know.
These would be very cool for lighting villages, and creepers wouldn't be able to destroy them.
But they destroy everything else around it. Unless
Yeah,
you make it out of completely reinforced iron, which you could possibly do
yeah.
in this mod. So I guess that's it for this mod.
That is this mod.
That is this mod, the Underground
Well,
Bunker mod
thank you for
by
showing us,
SciGuy1121.
Check it out in the
Check it out,
description
yeah.
below.
Great.